بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهديه الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. ثم أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. أيها الأحبة الأكارم، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أراكم الله أقيكم الله وبتيرا سيدي يقوي أشيكك فهم نبوة محمد التيرا كان من شيء ليكون بشيرا ونذيرا. يا نبي المجال توما توالي الله توسما توالي ونقال الجنة بيسي توسما توالي ونقال عليكم الله ولا سبحانه محمد وما عليه وما الصحابة عليكم يا الله وما بكلين كذا أتبقوا على فيسنتني الذين قاموا على دعوة الدين الإسلامي عطيبي وطلوري في الله وطلوري يسي الله فنبوى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. عليكم يا أخوة الله وما بكلين كذا وقومكم بيدك القوى أعوذ بالله وقال الله سنكون بعد أخبار أعوذ الله في القيامة يحفظها ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. All praise is leading to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We appreciate Him, commend Him for His grace and mercies upon our lives. We send blessings upon our Lord Prophet Muhammad, his household companions, in the day of Qiyamah. And we also remember our parents in our prayer. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala please be to one of them. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. نعم تياتي من باس ربيع الدمتا هنا أوين قوة من سورة يوسف من تاتي من باس ربيع الدمتا نسي and a lot has been said on this particular surah. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan láti sọ lórí ẹyí súra yìí. And as I've been saying, that Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam encountered a lot of difficulties in life. But what made him face those difficulties is about the journey to his victory. It's about the journey to his success. And that is why I said the journey to success is a narrow path. It's never a straight path. We want to be successful in life, you will certainly face challenges, difficulties. You can't just be a great person just in a day. It is not possible. Allah is capable of doing so. Allah can do that, but He won't do that because you will be an ignorant in a later time. But all what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done in our life, as a Muslim, we should always say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. No matter the situation you find yourself, no matter the condition you find yourself, you should always be appreciated. You should always appreciate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because what Allah has done in your life, Allah did it for a certain purpose, known to Him only. And you see the life of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam moved from one stage to another. After difficulties, after challenges from his siblings, he moved from another challenges to in the well, another challenge from between those that bought him as a slave. Another challenge in which he faced is about how he journeyed to the house of those that bought him. And but in between that hardship, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought ease to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Láàrin wípé àtẹ́bí Yusuf ń fèsì àtẹ́wò ọlọ́run mú ìrọ̀rùn bàbá nípa Yusuf. Lára àrùn tọ́nà mú bàbá nípa Yusuf alayhi salam, òun náà ní wípé ọlọ́run pa láyé nínú ilé àwọn tí wọ́n rà á. Àwọn èèyàn sọ dọ́mọ. Wọ́n sọ dọ́mọ nínú ilé wọn tí wọ́n gbà láyé tí wọ́n kú ní yàrá ọ̀pọ̀ tánàbí Yusuf ń gbé ní yàrá ọ̀pọ̀. But that is life. When you face some hardship, Allah will surely brought ease after that. That was what Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam encountered. And after that, another challenge in which Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam faced is the challenge of women. It started from a single woman, which is the wife of his boss. After it spread towards the women in the city. With these women, they were cutting their hands after they saw Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created him handsomely. So what Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam requested from Allah is, Asidimu ahabu ilayhi. Qala Asidimu ahabu ilayhi. I would prefer to go to that prison. Because these women, if they persist in seducing me, I might have no choice than to submit to their seduction. That was why Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam asked Allah directly, I would prefer to go to the prison. But Allah granted him his wish. So Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam spent life in prison. Presently, he's still in the prison, according to our conclusion yesterday. But while he was in the prison, two men came to him, which they said to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam that they dreamt about certain thing, which one of them said he dreamt about giving the wine to the king, while the other said he dreamt that he had bread on his head, and bread is eating from that bread. But eventually, Prophet Yusuf called them to the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, made them understand what shirk is all about. I said it yesterday. I said, when you have the opportunity of telling people, or calling to the people to the path of Allah, make them know quickly. Whoever you see associating partner with Allah, let them know the difference from Islam and shirk. Because Islam disassociates itself from shirk. Islam is different from shirk. Islam stands on its own because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala owns Islam. The only religion that Allah will accept in the day of Qiyamah is Islam. That is why he doesn't want us to associate partner with him while you say you said you are practicing Islam. That is why he said, "Innama man yushrik billah." Whoever associates partner with Allah, faqad harrama Allahu alayhi al-jannah. Allah has made al-jannah forbidden for such person. So that is why, as a Muslim, always find opportunity to preach the word of Allah to people. When you have the time, when you have the opportunity. So that was what Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam did immediately when these two people came to him. So eventually, he later interpreted their dream. What he said, one in which he said he dreamt about giving the wine to the king. He said this particular one is going to be freed shortly, which he will go to the palace to be giving the king wine, serving the king wine. While the other one, Prophet Yusuf said, is going to be crucified. But where I'm really going is about what I said yesterday. This man that got his freedom, Prophet Yusuf said to him when he was leaving that, "Remember me, say about me to your Lord, to your master." But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made us understand that but this particular man couldn't remember for about 12 to 13 to 14 years. He couldn't even remember Yusuf. So what I said yesterday was that people will only come to you when they need you. People will only remember you when they are in need of you. People will remember you when they are in need of your help. Sometimes you won't have value for some people, but when they need you, they will surely call for you. But when they need you, they will come to you. That was what happened to Yusuf and this particular man that was freed from the prison. You remember Yusuf when the king dreamt about cow, a lean cow eating a very fat, 7 fat cows. 7 lean cows eating 7 fat cows. When the king dreamt about that, he couldn't know the meaning, he couldn't know the narration. So he called the people, his disciples, that I dreamt about this. And what I mentioned in that aspect yesterday was that you don't see yourself as someone that has all knowledge. When you are a leader of a certain organization, when you are a leader to some people, when you are a leader, always seek their advice. I said about Balkis, the wife of Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. Before he embraced Islam from Prophet Sulaiman, what happened was that when Prophet Sulaiman sent her a letter which stated, "Innahu min Sulaiman wa innahu bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alla ta'alu alayya wa atuni muslimin." That was the letter Sulaiman sent to Balkis. But when the letter got to Balkis, what Balkis did was that she summoned all his disciples. A certain letter has come to me. What do you think? What should we do? So don't think you have the own opinion, you can just make a final decision. Always seek advice from your underlings or your followers. That was what also the king that dreamt about the cows and the grains. Also, what he did was that he called his disciples to lead him right. What's the meaning of this dream? But this man that was giving wine to the king was around that particular time. Was around, and he had them. What he did was that he summoned part of them. And he said he knows someone that can interpret the king's dream. And after when he got to Yusuf, Yusuf interpreted that dream. And that guy went back to the king and explained the interpretation to the king. Now, the king wants to see Yusuf now. The king has called for Yusuf. That is Suratu Yusuf verse 50. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقال الملك ائتوني به فلما جاءه الرسول قال ارجع إلى ربك فاسأله ما بال النسوة التي قطعن أيديهن إن ربي بكيدهن عليم قال ما خطبكن إذ راوتن يوسف عن نفسه قلنا حاش لله ما علمنا عليه من سوء قالت امرأة العزيز الآن حصحص الحق أنا راودته عن نفسه وإنه لمن الصادقين ذلك ليعلم أني لم أخنه بالغيب وأن الله لا يهدي كيد الكاذبين وما أبرئ النفس إن النفس لأمارة بالسوء إلا ما رحم ربي إن ربي غفور رحيم. Now these particular verses are telling us about how the king sent for Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. And the king said, go and bring him to me. After Yusuf has interpreted the king's dream, the king sent for Yusuf alayhi salam. فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُ الرَّسُولُ When the messenger got to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, when the messenger got to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, قَالَ أَرْجِعْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam sent him back to the king. He sent him back to the king. فَاسْأَلْهُ He said, Prophet Yusuf said, the messenger back to the king. فَاسْأَلْهُ Ask the king, مَا بَالُ النِّسْوَةِ الَّتِي قَطَّعْنَ أَيْدِيَهُنَّ He said, what of the case of the women that were cutting their hands? What about that case? Has that case been the king sent for Yusuf alayhi salam. فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُ الرَّسُولُ And when the messenger got to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, Paul, Yusuf said, يُرْجِعْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ يُرْجِعْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ Go back to your master. يُرْجِعْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ Go back to your master. That was what Yusuf said to him. فَاسْأَلْهُ مَا بَالُ النِّسْوَةِ الَّتِي قَطَّعْنَ أَيْدِيَهُنَّ What about the women who cut their hands? What about the women who cut their hands? Am I free from that case? Oh, I have nothing to do again with that case that brought me here. Prophet Yusuf said, Inna Rabbi, indeed, my Lord, indeed, Allah, became Inna Ali. Allah knows about their plan. Allah is the knowing of their plan. That was what Prophet Yusuf said when the messenger got to him. And the king also summoned, when the messenger delivered Yusuf's message, the king also summoned all the women. The king called the women, or the king said, Ma khatbukunna iz rawattunna Yusuf. What was your condition when you sought to seduce Yusuf? Why do you want to seduce Yusuf? What do you want from him? You know, I said it the other time, I said you have to be very careful with women. They are all our wives, they are our mothers, they are our sisters. We have them as our neighbors, we have them at our place of work, but you have to be very careful with them. You have to be very careful with them. Because they have this certain habit. They will go to any length to get whatever they want. Be it good or bad. Be it right or wrong. But now the king summoned them. Now what do you really need from Yusuf? That you are seducing him. And they now said, Kunna hasha lillah. They said, perfect is Allah. Allah is the only perfect one. Allah is the only perfect one. Mùsùlùmí gbọ́dọ̀ ṣọ́ra fóbìnrin gbogbo obìnrin kọ́ náà máa lé kiri. Ẹlòmí òun máa tẹ̀lé ìwọ náà, ìwọ Sulaiman, àbí Ibrahim, àbí Lukman, ìwọ yìí kan náà, ìwọ náà ló fẹ́ Sùlẹ́sà, ìwọ náà ló fẹ́ Fatima, ìwọ náà ló fẹ́ kílọ̀ pé Grace, ìwọ náà ló fẹ́ Ṣínebèrè, ìwọ náà ló fẹ́ Kẹ́ṣí, gbogbo wọn náà ìwọ náà nìkan yìí náà. Ṣọ́ra fóbìnrin o, ẹjẹ́ ṣọ́ra fóbìnrin o, torí pé obìnrin ò lè kótó rí bọ́nà ó ṣe dáwọn náà, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni a mú bẹ́ o, wàlá àwọn ìyàwó inú wọn náà ni ìyàwó wa, inú wọn náà àwọn àbúrò wa ìfún wa lóbìnrin inú wọn náà ni wà. But you have to be very careful with them. You have to be very careful with them because they go extra length. Wọ́n máa sá gbogbo tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ o. Wọ́n ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n bá gbogbo agbára tí wọ́n bá ní wọ́n fi wá nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ o. Gbogbo agbára tí wọ́n bá ní ni wọ́n fi gbà ni wọ́n fi wá nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́. But as a Muslim you have to be very careful. And to get them, báwo ló pẹ̀lú wà tó dá? Be good and be careful with them. Be good to them. Be kind to them. If they are your wives, be kind to them and take care of your responsibility over them. If they are your mothers, be submissive to your mothers. Be kind to your mothers. If they are your sisters, relate very well with them. Relate kindly with them. So because we can't do without them, it's not possible. We can't do without them. So, but in our relationship with them, we just have to be careful. So the king now asked them, what was your condition? What do you really want from Yusuf when you are seducing him? Ilẹ̀ fẹ́ gbà lọ́dọ̀ Yusuf gbogbo yín wọ́n pátá gbogbo ẹ̀yìn wá kóra jọ ẹ̀yìn kan lórí ọkùnrin kan. Ilẹ̀ fẹ́ gbà lọ́dọ̀ Yusuf. Kunna hasha lillah. What they said was that perfect is Allah. They are now trying to submit, to accept their fault. That they've done wrong. Kunna hasha lillah. Perfect is Allah. We know about him, no evil. What they said is that we We don't even want evil for him. Not that we want to harm him. That was what they are saying. Not that we want to harm Yusuf. We don't intend to harm Yusuf. But a woman now spoke among them. The wife of his former boss, his former master, now said, and he said, now, the truth now is clear. I was the one that intended to seduce Yusuf. You know, before he was saying Yusuf was the one trying to seduce her, but now she's now admitting her fault. She's now saying she was the one that wanted to seduce Yusuf. That was why he said, the truth is now deviant. The truth is now the truth has become evident. The truth now is obvious. I was the one that wanted to seduce Yusuf. And indeed Yusuf is of the truthful. Yusuf is of the truthful. Yusuf is saying the truth. I was the one indeed that wanted to seduce Yusuf. So, you know, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to elevate you, when Allah wants to take your position to a high position, some people that have lied against you will now come back to confess. This woman is now confessing. This woman is now making confession. Because Yusuf indeed wanted this to happen, for him not to be freed and later return back to the prison, that the case of the women that he wanted to seduce has not been eradicated, so you have to go back to the prison. That was why he wants the king himself to settle the matter before he left the prison. He wants the king to settle the matter before he left the prison. And now the king is settling the matter. The women are now making confession, and the woman said last, indeed, وَإِنَّهُ لَمِنَ الصَّادِقِينَ. And indeed, Yusuf is of the truthful. Yusuf was the one saying the truth, though. Yusuf was the one saying the truth. So, nígbà míì, èyàn máa ń kó sọ́rọ̀, èyàn máa wà nígbà míì. I've narrated the story of a man that spent almost 40 years in prison in an offense that he knows nothing of. Almost 40 years. For an offense he knows nothing of. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ó mọ̀ ní tí ó mọ̀ ẹwọ́, onígbà léyá ni, òun bá lọ sínú kókò lọ́ra ẹran léyá láwọn fẹ́ lọ kó àwọn ọmọ kó ẹran. Lòun bá lọ kó ẹran léyá nínú oko yìí. Àṣà àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti léyàn kan wá sínú oko yìí tí wọ́n tré sí àwọn kan wá. Bọ́ ṣe rí òun gẹ́gẹ́ bí àlòkọ́ ni a ṣe àlòjà, are you a stranger? The policeman said, are you a stranger? And being a stranger, ṣé wàá lókùn ṣe stranger? Ó wá rẹ̀. Are you a stranger? He said, yes, I'm a stranger. Baba Kumaruga. For him saying he's not a stranger, because the person they were looking for is also a stranger. But for him saying, yes, I'm a stranger, mi ìṣọ́mọ̀ ìlú yìí, mi ò sí lára wọn ìlú yìí, gbogbo àlàyé tó ń fẹ́ ilé ṣe kó wà rẹ̀ ní wọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀. Gbígbé tí wọ́n gbé òun lọ láti Èkó, lòun fi dábùjá, òun padà sí ẹ̀wọ̀n Èkó yẹn ló ti lọ almost 40 years, knowing nothing. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ó mọ̀ kí rẹ̀, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ó mọ̀wọ́ tí ó mẹ́sẹ̀, òun ló jẹ́ rẹ̀, almost 40 years ló lò mẹ́rọ̀. So this case also, Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam spent years inside prison for a sin he never committed, for an offense he never committed. That is mine. Now, the women are not making confession because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to upgrade Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. The women are now making confession. That is life. You will enter a certain problem that you know nothing of sometimes. But Allah did that for you as a test. Allah did that for you as a test. Allah wants to test your faith. Allah wants to test your iman. How firm you are on the deen. How you go back to Him. How you run back to Him. Because most of us, when we encounter a certain problem, we run back to someone else. We call someone else. We bow for someone else. Not knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is worthy of worshiping, worthy of bowing for, worthy of asking of, or anything you want from Him. Allah will bring different tests in different form. Different tests in different form, just to test your iman. Allah will go and know what to do. Gbogbo àdáwò tó lọ mẹ́rẹ̀ tí kó wá ọlọ́run bẹ́bí dá ìgbàgbọ́ rẹ̀ òun ó wá kò sí ẹ̀lọ́ bó ṣe pass. Allah expects you to pass. Ọlọ́run fẹ́ ká pass lórí gbé wá. Because He has another level in which He wants to upgrade you to. This is what is happening to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Now the women has made it known that they were the ones trying to seduce Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. And his former boss wife now started saying, Dadika, I'm saying this for my husband also to know. I'm making this confession for my husband also to know that I did not betray him in his absence. Because nothing really happened between me and Yusuf. What